A reading from the letter to the Hebrews. Since we have a great high priest who has passed through the heavens, Jesus, the Son of God, let us hold fast to our confession. For we do not have a high priest who is unable to sympathize with our weaknesses, but we have one who in every respect has been tested as we are, yet without sin. Let us therefore approach the throne of grace with boldness, so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help in time of need. In the days of his flesh, Jesus offered up prayers and supplications with loud cries and tears to the one who was able to save him from death, and he was heard because of his reverent submission. Although he was a son, he learnt obedience through what he suffered, and having been made perfect, he became the source of eternal salvation for all who obey him. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. For the nations of the world, let us pray for the nations of the world and their leaders, for it is with our Queen and the parliaments of this land, for those who administer the law and all who serve in public office, for all who strive for justice and reconciliation, that by God's help the world may live in peace and freedom. Lord, hear us. Lord, graciously hear us. For the Jewish people, let us pray for God's ancient people, the Jews, the first to hear his word, for greater understanding between Christians and Jew, for the removal of all blindness or bitterness which veils the heart, that God will grant to all his people grace to be faithful to his covenant and to acknowledge Christ the Saviour of all mankind. Lord, hear us. Lord, graciously hear us. For those who suffer, let us pray for those who suffer, for those who are deprived and oppressed, for all who are sick, for those in darkness, in doubt and in despair, in loneliness and in fear, for prisoners, captives and refugees, for the victims of false accusation and violence, for all at the point of death and those who watch beside them, that God in his mercy will sustain with them the knowledge of his love. Lord, hear us. Lord, graciously hear us.